And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
It's second down and 10.
Hey, go Lion. Set.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, easy. Set.
Here's Herbert. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. And brought down there by a pair of Chargers on the stop. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Throwing is Hurts. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. That's a step in the right direction defensively here because you're facing this sizable deficit. They're going to need more plays like that. A good sack, though. Good effort there.
And what you're hoping is, as you said, a step in the right direction.
And picked up by the Chargers. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And they are going to score on a fumble return. Touchdown, LA. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And that's going to be short of the landing zone. It doesn't make it there, so that means the ball's going to come out to the 40. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Stuffing him behind the line there, that's Deion Henley. Really nice play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And unable to connect, incomplete. I give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they had that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Set. Go.
On 1st down, it's Hampton pushing through the contact. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now it's Herbert. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And this carry, despite the good move, will be stopped short of the 10. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's second down.
It's now second and 6 at the Eagles' 11-yard line.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And it's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Rand McConkey from 10 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
I feel like I'm back in school. What was that book, you know? It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. This has been a tale of 2 quarters so far. They trailed 14-0 after one. How about the rally we've been watching?
A couple of touchdowns, PAT here to tie it up. This is a good ball game all of a sudden. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a pretty poor kick here. It doesn't make it to the landing zone. And that means he'll move the ball out to the 40-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up first and 10 at the 40. Barkley inside handoff. Now inside the 25. Saquon Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 60 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead.
Sometimes running plays hit or break so fast, there's no reaction time from the secondary. So I've got to give credit to the offensive line for creating that hole so suddenly. And how decisive was he to take that cut and just go? No one downfield there to stop him.
And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. This one's caught. And it stretches their lead up to 8. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Nice little juke. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's Herbert. Looking sideline, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
Let's go. 380.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert, he'll try to do it himself. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Up the middle with Barkley. And some room to work. 82 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man side to start making plays.
Second down and 3. Hurts. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 13-yard line. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so this is going to be whistled dead, and the ball's going to be placed up at the 40-yard line. A handoff to Barkley. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
No gain on the play.
Third quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that would look like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Devontae Smith, 49 yards. And the Eagles are able to extend their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
The Eagles will set up for the two-point conversion.
Hurts will throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a two-point try.
Chargers 14. Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Delta, hot. Go.
Herbert. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Ready.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. On Herbert, his third interception. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line.
First down and goal at the 10-yard line.
Suddenly it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him?